Well, hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is August 7th through 13th. Hope you are amazing. So, I'm going to stick with how I did it last week. Probably for a while because I really like this. I hope you do as well. Let me know. We're going to do love, career, money, and then something you need to know, like, imperatively. Is imperatively a word? It's imperative that you know for this week. Okay, so Capricorn. Okay, so in love we have leveling up and shy. Oh, claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Be careful about falling into old habits with old people, okay? Be careful into not standing up for yourself. Know your boundaries. This would be a really good time to make a list of your non-negotiable relationship scenarios, situations, characteristics. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Don't second guess your decisions because you're lonely or someone else tells you it needs to be something else. I don't know why I'm getting this scenario of you listening to another person about relationships or looking at another person's relationship and being like, wait, is that the way relationships are supposed to be? When you already have like this small feeling that doesn't sound right. Okay. Listen to your gut. All right. We have the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, and that Nine of Swords. Interesting. 2 nines. Yeah, it's like this week you're thinking about what ideal relationships look like. What a successful relationship looks like in your eyes or for you. And I feel like you've always wanted success in relationships. But I feel like it's about execution, This is like, okay. I always know what I want. And it's true. We all know what we want in relationships. But you're like, is that good for both people? I feel like you're either contemplating relationships or thinking about a best case scenario in a relationship you want to be in. And it's like, do I act? Do I not act? Do I move? Do I not move? But know what it is that you want, That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that there's a lot of questions about being an individual and then being in a relationship. Like those two scenarios. And is there happiness in that? It's very, almost a little complicated. Because I'm curious to know why this is coming up. It's a very deep thought. Yeah. I feel like it's because you want to focus on bringing in the best case scenario or life for yourself. But also you want to go about finding a relationship or being with a person that is right, like the right direction. And that you feel proud of. I feel like you're ready to take a risk. It's kind of like you have this all around well-being, and you're like, I'm kind of ready to step into love and see what's there. So I don't see a lot of action, but I see a lot of like thinking, a lot of contemplating things maybe you never contemplated before when it comes to relationships. Deep thinking, very deep thought in the structures of relationships. I know that's pretty specific, but so then we have Peacock. Beware of great pride, gift, and official person. Okay, this is a week to humble yourself when it comes to business and career, okay? I feel like this isn't going to be one of those wonderful weeks where it feels like everybody appreciates you for what it is that you do, even though you do a lot, Okay. I feel like you're gonna, if there's a feeling, Capricorn, of you not feeling respected, almost appreciated for all that you do and what you accomplish. There's also a lot of deep thinking this week for you in all aspects. I feel like there's deep thinking about situations in life and new aspects and new, like a new perspective. It's very interesting why I see this for you. But anyway, let's see. 6 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Emperor, Queen of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. You have 2 queens here. I feel like that because this has a lot to do with you nurturing your life. It's like you're using your experience and your wisdom to change your life without you kind of knowing it. You know, it's like I've been through this, or I'm receptive to things I wasn't receptive to before. And justice, sorry, I wanted to put that out there. And it's kind of like once you see something, you can't unsee it. That's what it feels like. It's like you're seeing things in a different perspective and you can't really unsee that. Okay. So I will say this. I feel that people do know that you're doing a very good job. I want you to know that. There is recognition that you are. But it seems to me that there's some pushback here. There's pushback because it's kind of like when you are doing a really good job, when you are being, I guess, perfect, I guess, in the eyes of others, the expectations get sort of higher, or they forget about your boundaries and things like that. I feel like that is happening in a workplace. And it kind of triggers this movement in you, Capricorn, to stand up for yourself or start speaking up, or, you know, starting to confront people. But it's not very useful in this situation. I'm going to be honest with you. It's one of those things where this week you need to just keep it to yourself. Okay? I feel like justice rears its ugly head when it needs to. And that's what I see. I see you being fair, you being kind of passive in a situation, but also paying attention. Because you realize like cause and effect, and how I act is going to impact this situation in some way. And I see you being more of the clear-headed individual, and that changing the people around you. Okay? But I do see it being uncomfortable. Okay? I do see it being uncomfortable. I do see you wanting to speak up. I do see you wanting to be like, okay, let's not do all this, you know? But yeah, I don't see it being helpful. Okay. Oh, here we go. We have avocado, smoothing over, butter up, consistency, and binocular, spy, lurking, inquisitive, curious. Yeah. Be careful of underhanded activities, underhanded people, underhanded situations. And this isn't like somebody just coming around and doing something to you on purpose. Teardrops, great personal sorrow. Yeah. So this is like a struggle week. Okay. I feel like your mind is very overactive this week, Capricorn, and people may not be able to understand your perspective and how you're looking at things. So I hate to say this, but the best way to curve this is to just not. You know, like just take a step back and be like, okay, I'm the bigger person. My ego does not need to be stroked consistently. Okay. That's what I see for you before I even get the cards out. I just feel like you're kind of under this weird lens, this weird microscope type of feel this week. I don't know. And it's so weird because I don't feel like you're doing anything. I don't feel like you're doing anything. It's like it's coming towards you. But let's see. Page of Swords, 3 of Wands, Temperance, High Priestess, 2 of Swords, And yeah, 5 of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where you got people around you that want change in their life, or they're waiting for something to change. And they're trying to find something that make something that oppresses them, or something that they feel like they need to change. It's like creating a problem so they can resolve it, type of energy. And I feel like there's a little thing that you may say or do that blows up into a bigger thing this week without you really doing it on purpose. Because I see with the High Priestess, it's somebody else's perspective. Your perspective is different. Your vision of things is different. To them, it's like a huge big deal. And you're like, what? You know, that's what I see. And it's like, you just have to be calm. You have to be the bigger person in a situation where there is no right or wrong. I mean, there is in everybody's eyes. But in this situation, there's no, this person is right, let's go this way. Or this person is right, this goes this way. Okay? Yeah. So that's the overall energy. It's so interesting, right? Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you, Capricorn. Okay, we have ceremony, invocation. Yeah, things are changing. I'm going to tell you why. Release and storyteller. Invocation, with this card, as soon as I picked it up, it's like things are changing around you. I feel like I've said this before. There's this like shift change in energy. Like something is happening or something is coming up and people are adjusting to it, but maybe not in a healthy way, or maybe not in a wise or adult quote unquote way. Okay. And you have autonomous equinox, which is release and storyteller, and this is let it go. Okay, because I feel like there's a lot of energy approaching you that you don't really deserve or even want. Okay, so you have the chance to determine how you're going to act. That writes the story for the future or the next weeks to come. Okay. All right, Capricorn, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.